It's a smoking hot morning right here on Bertolli Presents Fem Foodies, riding on Suzuki. We are in Goa. This is the last task of the comeback week and expect upheavals.
Like I said last night, it's going to be epic.
The comeback weeks are never easy to do. And when you are in a food competition, you cannot even expect what's going to happen.
Before we begin, let me ask you something. Is there anything missing?
Our aprons.
What else?
The trucks. Oh yeah, the trucks.
The trucks.
Yes, your beloved food trucks. Your companions, your partners, your kitchens on Fem Foodies. Unfortunately, they are not a part of today's task.
We always cook in our kitchens. And then you told us that, start cooking on the food trucks now. Just got comfortable there. And now you're telling that you won't be cooking on the food trucks. Okay. Ye kaise hoga?
Ipsita, what say?
I'm lost for words. I think it's a lot of mixed emotions going on. I'm excited to find out, but it's kind of nerve-wracking at the same time.
Megha, what about you?
Well, I believe change is the only constant. So either ways, whether it's on the food truck or wherever, we are going to get to cook.
Ladies, hear this really, really carefully. At the end of today's task, 3 of you will leave Fem Foodies forever.
One simple mistake in visualizing your technique, your presentation, or your time management, and it'll be a very, very costly mistake.
I knew that this was a do or die situation and I had no more chances after this.
Today, we'll do a bit of time travel. Today, we leave the modern kitchen technology behind. Today, we go back to the basics. Today, we're doing pit fire cooking.
This task was the most different that we have had in this competition.
We had to cook in open fire and we were actually shocked.
I was nervous because I wasn't sure what ingredients and stuff we were going to get. However, to cook on the pit fire, I was like really, really excited because I have done this before.
Let me take you to where this final task of the comeback week is going to happen. Let's go.
When I actually saw the setup, I actually got reminded of my homeland and my dadi actually using such kind of a thing. And I actually got reminded, okay, kash us time kuch seekh liya hota.
There were these big pit fires with grills on top and some basic equipment kept over there. And it was very, very basic. We didn't even have things like a grinder, a mixer. We had one knife and one chopping board and very basic pots and pans.
I could not even imagine cooking there in my even wild dreams.
Well, here we are at your pit fire task location.
Now we can start handing out the aprons. Chitwan?
Ever since fire was discovered, it has led not only to the survival, but to the evolution of mankind. Today, you'd be cooking just like primitive humans when they discovered this beautiful magic called fire.
You should know that even a primitive method of cooking like this allows you to cook food in a modern way.
Ladies, you can grill, of course. You can boil, bake, or even steam in this way of cooking. So think clearly, plan well, and execute everything.
You have to do simple cooking, but you have to elevate it to a gourmet level, which is where the vision comes. So the competition, it literally jumped from this level to this level because you have to be very creative. You have to.
All right, now, rules of the competition.
It's an open but a limited pantry. Fish, lamb, duck, chicken, sausage and ham in the meat section. Bell peppers, zucchini, corn and tofu in vegetables are also available.
You have a selection of fruits as well.
Ladies, remember, the pit fires are already lit. You don't need to start the fire. You only have to cook. In case the fire is dying, you have a supplement of wood and coal for you.
You have 75 minutes for this task.
Remember, 3 of you will be eliminated. And let not that be you.
Your time starts
Now!
Because I'm taking the bottle of red wine vinegar. If you need it, please ask me. I will be more than happy to give it to you.
Okay, I'm gonna use the red pepper with you. Are you gonna need all of it?
No.
There was quite a few options. I didn't want to waste time filleting my fish. I didn't want to do a lamb because red meat is a little challenging. I wanted to avoid chicken because chicken gets dry really fast. So I thought I'll pick a safe option that I know cooks fast and has a lot of flavor on its own, which was shrimp.
I had planned it to the point that every single ingredient was on my fingertips and everything. I was even the first one to come back from the pantry with all my ingredients. I had even drawn my plating in because I knew that this was a do or die situation and I had no more chances after this.
When you're cooking on a pit fire, you cannot control the time and temperature.
It's a lot of smoke in my eyes, man.
The heat was something which was bothering all of us. I guess Yogita actually got into a lot of trouble because of the smoke.
Pani!
I know it's hot, but then the sun, the beach, what better spot for a pit fire than here, right? I mean, I'd want to be cooking there. A lot of them are probably trying to manage the fire for the first time, you know, smoky eyes, they don't know how to handle it. You know,
I've got smoke in my eyes.
yeah, but it's. I think this is a lesson that they're going to take for the rest of their lives. You know,
This is an opportunity.
it's an opportunity
It's
to
great.
connect with food at a very raw level, which you hardly get these days.
The fire is just next to you and the heat is coming continuously. The smoke is coming into your eyes, but you still have to work. But not even for a second, I felt like giving up.
What's going on?
I'm making orange juice, marinated chicken.
Orange juice marinated chicken.
Add a paratha with mint in it. And I'm making a fresh corn, pineapple and mushroom salad with a charcoal, onion, tomato and green chili chutney.
Okay, is the smoke too much?
Yeah.
Turn around. Is the smoke too much? It's okay. All right? Sometimes we need to adapt. All right? The idea is nice. Don't try and do too much. All right? Good luck.
I have never worked in a setting like this. I am literally burning, but I will make it because today is the matter of my survival and I'll have to make it.
I've chosen to make rye burki. It's a South African sandwich. I'm going to make it with a stir fry. I'm going to make this creamy sauce to go with it and some sides as well.
I've picked fish because it's a fresh thing and I want my dishes theme to be fresh and some vegetables along with it.
Ladies, 20 minutes are over, 55 minutes left. All the cutting, chopping should have finished by now.
The heat is on. Make sure it doesn't burn you.
Make sure you have your dish in your mind. Make sure you've got your ingredients on your station and everything is going according to plan. 20 minutes up.
And keep yourself hydrated.
Let's go.
We had to make sure, along with cooking, that our fire was still going, because if the temperature wasn't right, that was the end of the story.
पक तो रहा नहीं इस पे कुछ नहीं पक रहा है इस पे
Hi, Chitwan.
Hello, chef.
I saw you going really quickly to the pantry, picking up your ingredients and coming back first.
Yes,
You got back to your station first. How do you find the station setup today?
It's different.
What is your vision? What are you thinking?
So I'm thinking of doing a really nice Sikh kebab because it's very barbecue and because we have
Okay.
beautiful Sikhs.
Okay.
And I plan to elevate it by doing a nice chunky, creamy mint sauce with our lachha pyaz and also
Okay.
a lachha roti.
Just make sure, like last time, you don't do a kachumbar, which is going to let you down. Whatever you're doing, make it rustic, but make it really tasty.
Yes.
Yeah? Best of luck.
Thank you so much. I'm in an elimination challenge. I'm going to do everything to keep myself safe. So, absolutely safe yet elevated is my plan.
So the pressure is on and this setup is too traditional. I'm sticking to what I know best, that is vegetarian. Knowing the fact that everyone is gonna stick to non-vegetarian, I wanted to showcase that, okay, barbecue is something not just for the non-vegetarians, but it has an element of vegetarian to it as well.
Hey, Nishta.
Hi, chef.
How are you?
Doing fine.
Corn and barbecues. It's a marriage made in heaven.
So I'm actually sticking to vegetarian because I
Okay.
just want to push myself.
Okay, great.
So I'm doing potatoes. I've just kept it for parboiling. So I'll scoop it out.
Okay.
Fill in a nice paneer filling into it. So I'm
Okay.
just preparing my filling. Then
Okay.
I'll do a side tomato chokha on the side.
Okay.
And char grilled mushroom and onion sauce.
Ah, that sounds fun. Yeah, and make sure the seasoning is good. Make sure your garnish is nice and crisp when it's on top.
Okay, chef.
Yeah, and the flavors. I'm looking forward to tasting your dish, Nishta.
Thank you, chef.
Thank you.
Girls, as a general rule, use direct fire wherever you can. If you do too much of boiling, the distance is too much, okay? Keep a mix of wood and charcoal going. At no point let your fire die down, and that's true for your fire as well.
I started off with my sweet potatoes. I knew I wanted potatoes directly in the fire. It's a great way of cooking potatoes when you're doing barbecue. Just put it directly. I had cut a slit, put my rosemary, stuffed my rosemary inside the potatoes, wrapped it with aluminium foil, put it directly on the fire. Now that was gonna do its own thing, cook in its own time. Hi.
What's up? What's on the menu?
So I'm gonna do some prawn skewers with a squid salad, and I'm gonna try grilling some watermelon.
And I can see some potatoes hidden there, right? Like you trust yourself in the kitchen, trust the fire. Don't panic. Fire will do its job, right? And try and balance wood and charcoal. If it gets too smoky, add charcoal, right? If you're fine and if you're on a medium fire, add wood. Wood and charcoal have their own purposes.
All right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I have cooked on an open fire, but only vegetarian. Today I'm attempting chicken. I want the judges also to know that I can also cook meat. If I'm in this competition now, I have to be all in. And I did it, like without any ugly feeling or whatever. I took it as if I'm cooking veg. That's it. That's how my mentality is for the show from now onwards.
Tarana!
Yes, chef.
That looks like a nice fish.
Well,
What are you doing with it? Gutting it, of course, right now.
not exactly gutted, but I filleted it a few
You filleted
times,
it?
yeah. I really do want to cook it whole.
I think the whole thing is a really great idea, Tarana.
so.
You know, because when you keep the bones on the fish, it doesn't really dry out the meat. And especially when you're cooking it on an open fire like that, it's very easy to burn the fish. So what sauce or marinade are you thinking of doing with it?
I've made some green masala for it.
Okay.
And then along with it, I plan to do a very simple vinaigrette salad, which has a dash of orange.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Wish you good luck.
I just wish I finish on time.
I'm sure you will. Take care.
Thank you. This is the 4th week, so I think it gets tougher every week. So yeah, I've not cooked in a setup like this, but I'm enjoying this. So let's see what'll happen.
Minutes left, girls. You've got to buck up a little bit. Get your food on the grills, get cooking, and show us some great dishes.
I'm hoping I'll finish my dish because my chicken's on. I just have to put my sandwich together after making the flatbreads. I made a flatbread on the pit fire, and instead of using normal cheddar cheese or mozzarella, I used the cottage cheese that they had. That's how I improvised.
Garlic's happening. Pestle and mortar. Yeah, it is done. This is sweet potato. It cooks faster than normal potato, so that's why my sweet potato got done really fast.
I tried really hard. I put in binding agents, but the seekh kebab would just not stick on the skewer. So I had to improvise during my task. I just rolled it up and then I put it in foil and put it directly into the fire. That was the worst idea ever because some of it was undercooked, some of it was overcooked. I had to start all over and I decided to make round mutton kebabs instead of a long seekh kebab because I had to present something, otherwise I would literally have no dish.
I went with the whole lime slices technique where I put all the lemons on the grill and then I put my fish over it. I think I was scared because iski heat itni zyada hai. So will I end up burning the fish or overcooking it?
Literally, we all were crying throughout the task. We were wearing our glasses, but still we were crying.
शेफ मेरे पेट में बहुत दर्द हो रहा है, प्लीज मेरे लिए दवाई मंगवा दीजिए. नहीं, मैं दवाई दे दीजिए, अब कंट्रोल नहीं हो रहा, मुझे पहले भी दर्द हो रहा था. Before starting the task only, I was having the stomach ache, which has become more severe now. I'm struggling with it, but I cannot let it overcome my passion. Yeah, I'll be able to finish my dish because my salad is is complete, my chutney is complete, my paratha is complete. I just have to do the chicken now and the plating.
Girls, just a quick tip. If you're cooking your protein and it's a thick chunk of meat or fish, try and cover it with a bowl. So the heat circulates, it cooks from both sides, okay? You girls have done great so far. Let us keep it up. Last 10 minutes.
Actually, I'm running short on time. And I guess I'll have to just let go of one element because I won't be able to complete run time.
So the squid I had taken had cooked perfectly until I had put it out of the fire and covered it. Big mistake. It was already cooked. The heat from the pan plus the heat from the sunrise cooked it further, and then it just became a little too chewy. So, first instinct, cut up the squid and don't serve it as rounds.
I don't know how to make rotis, but I still went for it. And it was, I think, the stupidest thing that I could do because I didn't think that this was a slow cooking fire. And if you cook a roti or a bread on a slow cooking fire, it's definitely going to become a crusty bread and not be soft. So my lachha paratha was very hard. I improvised at the last minute and made lachha paratha crisps with the kebabs and mint chutney and even some lachhedar pyaz.
It's too late to get a fire started, all right? If you're losing fire, please ask the other contestant for a lit coal or wood and get the fire going again.
5 minutes are left. I'm just finishing my prawns. My fire went out, so that kind of slowed me down a little bit, but I think I should be okay.
I'm almost done with my dips. I'm almost done with my chicken. I'm just starting to do my plating now.
Ladies, last 1 minute. Time to finish up your plating. Wipe the plate clean and clean up your stations. Last 1 minute.
Last 10 seconds, girls.
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Done.
Ladies, you have the fire burning in your hearts. And this task proves it. All of you finished well on time.
Ladies, we've had such an exciting challenge today. It's been epic to cook with live fire, and you managed to make some amazing dishes.
I'm absolutely salivating. It smells incredible. I can't wait to dig in and see what you've made for us today.
Good luck. We are all excited.
To be in this beautiful location right next to the sea, cooking fresh seafood in a fire pit was very exciting. It was so nice to be able to go back to Stone Age, quite literally. Our biggest learning was, with the most simple of ingredients and the most simple of equipments, you can still make a tasty dish.